Gather it, Deanna. Gather it. I've been doing a lot of that because, yeah, sometimes it's just not the time for that.
Okay, so if you can introduce yourself.
Bitch, please.
Y'all know who the fuck I am.
Hello and welcome back to OhSeauxChanel. I am your girl OhSeauxChanel. It's been a little minute. I have been going through some things mentally. We will get into that in a second, but I just want to say shout out to Rich. This video is dedicated to you because you kind of put me back in my mode. I've literally been out of it mentally. I'm going through something and I don't know what to I don't know what it is yet, but I do know what it is. Okay, come on, find it. So I don't know, I'm so angry, right? And so when I'm not in like the right headspace, I like to remove myself, especially when I don't know what my feelings are doing. Because you know how people are so quick to do whatever they want to do when they're feeling some type of way, and then they don't think about it later. Then they want to come around and say sorry. I'm one of those. I don't have a problem saying sorry. I just don't want to say it. I'm sorry I'm looking glossy. It's about 91 degrees in here. You know the heat wave going on right now. I think it's only through like the East Coast. I'm not really sure. There are some parts that's like flooded, so I don't really know, but I'm a little greasy. Anyway, you know, people do things and then they don't think twice about it. I'm honestly a very intentional person. If I did that shit, it's because I wanted to do it. I think pretty much a few steps ahead. So if I said that shit, I meant that shit. If I did that shit, I meant that shit too. So how about that? And that goes for anybody, just so that there is no confusion about that. Well, I'll say within the past 5 years, you know, young behavior, don't quote me on that. I'm a new person now. Get to know me. I'm a new person now. But you know, people like to bring up, oh, she used to do this in high school. I was literally a child. Shut the hell up. But anyway, but yeah, I've been going through a few emotions, and like, I know I'm smiling right now, but ain't shit funny. I've been like crying so much. I've been crying so much. And it's not like I don't miss my family. That's not what I'm feeling. I'm going through this thing where all the things that I thought I was just going to be okay. I really thought that I was just going to be okay and be able to move past this. But it's something about the mind. It's like if you do not process the trauma, it's just like it won't even push past it. That's why I don't understand how to explain what I'm feeling right now or what I'm going through. I better not cry during this video. That's gonna piss me off. I keep fucking crying. But that's what I'm like, I had to ask my manager for our I feel the waterworks coming. You see my eyes getting teary-eyed. I had to ask my manager for our mental health line, because I'm honestly not okay. And you know, gather it, Deanna, gather it. I've been doing a lot of that because, yeah, sometimes it's just not the time for that, and I'm not finna keep giving people my energy. Anyway, but I also don't want to be one of those people who just don't let it out and they start collecting bags and shit. Fuck out of here. That's how I keep my young appearance. I be crying and shit. I be a crybaby. Heavy on the baby. What was I saying, y'all? What was I saying? I don't know. I lost my train of thought previously, but I have been going through this transition where I've been mad at the whole world. I keep thinking about things that happened in my past. They keep coming up, which, if you want me to be so for real with you, I think I've said this once before in one of my videos, I cannot remember my childhood. It's actually very, like, it's scary to me. It's so scary to me because my childhood, it was not like a traumatic. It was not traumatic. I grew up in a 2-parent household. Like, I remember having very fond memories. Like, I remember the feeling. That's why I chased the family experience. Like, that's why I chase that so much, because I have experienced that. Oh my gosh, hold on. That's why I chase that so much, because I've experienced that. But it's just like, for the life of me, I can't remember anything but like trauma, or like bits and pieces of me being on the street, or like here recently I've been wanting to create stories, or like tell my stories about what Julian did to me, or like what I was going through with that girl Mocha. What was her name? Gloria. Who else? It was just like, it had gotten to the point where so many people were just doing weird ass shit to me, and I was already at like a really low point in my life. It was very indicative of the character of the person that I was dealing with. But it's just like, here now, like that shit that I went through when I had already just gotten off the streets, and I haven't even touched the surface of what I went through. Mind you, I was on the blade being pimped out by men. You can only imagine the shit that I went through. But you are coming off the street, family saying fuck you. Basically, I'm not gonna sugarcoat this shit no more. I can't sugarcoat it. I can't sugarcoat my feelings anymore. So it's just like, let's just actually tell it how it is. I've been up here thinking in my head, oh, give people grace. Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. Forgiveness. And I keep thinking that forgiveness is sweeping it under the rug. That's not good enough for me. That's honestly not good enough for me. That is not good enough for me. It's infuriating. That's infuriating. But that's where I am. And honestly, you know, I was talking to Rich today at work, and I was just telling him where my headspace is and how I just really need to be in therapy, because I'm just not there. That is so annoying. I'm just not there. And that's so annoying, because that's exactly why I moved away. That's exactly why I moved away. I don't know. You think the act of getting away from something is actually getting away from it, but that's not how that works. Still to this day, everybody, like, they affect me, and I don't like shit like that. Oh, that's what I was saying when I said I lost my train of thought. People did shit on my journey to break me, you know? So I'm tired of sitting here acting like it didn't, because it did, you know? But one thing I will say is, come on, calm down. One thing I will say is, you did something and you did it. I don't care. I'm done making excuses for people's intentions, because people know what they do. You can't tell me that you do something and you do something bad and you expect something good. I'm sick of the fucking games. I'm not about to coddle your motherfucking ass no more. I'm so sick of that shit. I'm so sick of that shit. Especially when sweeping under the rug hasn't done anything for Deanna. So no, I'm gonna go through this however the fuck I wanna go through it. Like, people did things to break me. So yeah, Deanna's broken. But what I do after this, because of your action, you were trying to get a rise out of me. You know what? And I'm about to give it to your ass. I am so sick of being one of those people. You know how you try not to give people the satisfaction. I hope you're satisfied. And I'm going to give you just a little bit more to keep you satisfied, to keep you milking it, because I know people are tuning in. I already know how this shit goes. It's the irritation of it all. People waiting for you to fail. Me failing is not even on the boards. It's not even in the charts. I'm not going to fail. Even when you think it's an F, I will flip it into an A, because anything that's bad is for my good. I already know that, and that's okay. That's why I'm really just trying to, wherever I am in this process, I will continue as I am in this process. I'm not gonna make myself feel like shit, holding it in, holding my feelings in because other people made me feel some fucking type of way. And maybe the day will come where somebody will make a video and be like, oh, I did this to Deanna because of this. And I don't give a damn. And I don't give a damn. Didn't I just tell your ass that I've been moving very intentional? I can say I've been moving very intentionally and I level-headed, like as a woman, like to be so straight up. Since I broke up with my ex and went through that healing course, I've been a very intentional woman, and I've been slowly building my life, if you want me to be like so serious with you. So I can account for anybody that I've been since then. And I think that was probably like 2022 when we broke up, like around that time. I really don't know, for real. We were so off and on, but anyway, it was just like a certain time where I just realized how alone I was. I didn't want to say the quiet part out loud, which, I mean, it's so ironic that we are here. That's why I'm not about to silence myself. Usually when I'm going through things, I tend to just pull myself off of social media. But this is where the fuck I need to be. This is where the fuck I need to be. I don't know what you believe in, but when I make it, wherever I go, it's never luck. It's always God. It's because I believed in whatever God had for me. It's not anything else but that. Just so that I just don't want anyone to be confused. When I talk about the universe and stuff, yeah, I believe in the universe. I believe in stones, crystals, all that. Do you see me wear my evil eye? Yes, because things like this, they've been symbolism for other things. But in the end all be all, I believe in God and Jesus is my savior. Amen. So, you know how people be like, oh, you compare yourself to Jesus? You compare yourself to Jesus? I mean, yeah, shouldn't we be comparing ourselves to Jesus? That's actually the role model. Like, I don't know, but that's just what I feel. That's just literally what I be thinking and like what I be feeling. So when I say that, it's like this same bullshit ass story with black women and the idea that your mama done. I just get so sick of the why the fuck is my storyline in a Tyler Perry movie? That shit is lame as fuck to me. Something needs to change. Like, that shit is so corny. Where every black woman that I come across, every black eldest daughter has been through the same shit. Bro, fuck out of here with that shit. And before I used to be one of those. I used to get a grace. And I do give grace to parents because, I think that oh my gosh, there's so much. Let me write this down. I always got my marker on me. Because we do need to break down slavery. There's so much that comes from that. And people don't like to talk about it for real. But it is so much that comes from that. But I will say, I know that everything is not going to be healed just in one generation. That's not the expectation. But I do expect to see some progress in between generations. Like, come on. And that should not be that shouldn't be a hard want for me. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so if we talk about, they always talk about our parents' generation, what they went through. I don't know. As I start to like look back at our mothers, our grandmothers and stuff, we keep talking about this male-centered shit. That is exactly what that shit is. I seen this post today. It said, lust is killing this generation. It's killed every generation. Do you know the fucking saying, your papa was a Rolling Stone? Are you fucking kidding me? Lust, don't act like it's just brand new and it just popped out the woodworks for us. No, there's been broken homes. If you want me to be so honest, I feel like I grew up in a broken home and I had two parents. But that step shit, I'm so over that. And that's another video for another day. But it's just, I don't know. Sometimes yes, give our parents grace. I will never sit up here and discredit the mother that I received. I had a great mother. I had a strong role model. She wasn't like the most affectionate person, I'll tell you that, but my mother was smart. I always saw her strive for more. I never saw my mama sit the fuck down. I never saw her complain. It was just like, complain, but do that shit. It just needs to be done. That's why it's just like, I need to keep going every day. It's just like, regardless of your feelings, Deanna, you need to keep going, because that's one thing I have known. Like, that's one thing she taught me. You need to keep going. It don't, your feelings, you can worry about that shit later, but you just really need to keep going. Sweep it under the rug. But it's just like, I don't want to be one of those people that sweep everything under the rug, obviously, which is why I'm trying to make a few changes. But that's why I go so hard. It's easy for me to go hard. My mama honestly had me working since I was 13. So when it comes to hard work, I'm not shy of it. When it comes to going to get it, it's a-okay for me. Like, it's nothing to me. But it's just like, I really feel like my mother's childhood was so frazzled, just so shaky, just cracks everywhere. And honestly, for her to come out of that, she's still a beautiful person to me. Like, you, regardless of wherever our relationship is, I still love her so much. But it's whatever. I think that my mother going through what she went through, she honestly sheltered me growing up. I feel like while I knew hard work, but when it came to like danger or fear and things like that, I knew to fear nothing but my mother. And that's exactly the only thing that I feared in life. So when I graduated and stuff, it's not really that I backed down from a fight, but my mother was like the weight over my shoulders. You know what I'm saying? I would always be moving like this, as in my mother was watching me. You know what I'm saying? So, gosh, it'd be really so sad when you really see how fucked up you are. I used to tell people all the time my mother was the only person that I feared, and that shit really came into fruition. But by her being so like frazzled and frail growing up, she really sheltered me and just like kept me in a box. I feel like, you know, for so long, I'm not gonna say that I'm not gonna lie. I've always been one to pretty much run from a fight. I thought of this analogy last night. Anything is thrown at a turtle, it's gonna, I don't know what the word is called. It's gonna go back in its shell, seclude itself. That's not what I want. It's a something, but it's gonna seclude itself and go back, retract itself back into its shell as protection. I grew up as one of those people, you know. But now I see myself, like, these past few years have like they have fucked me. I'm not gonna lie to you. They have honestly fucked me. And now I'm one of those, if I see you pick up that stone, I'm coming for you before you even get the thought of in your head, before you even get it in motion, I'm in attack mode. It's just like, I feel like everybody's trying to attack me. And it's like no way for someone to live. I hate that. I hate that I've used the word hate more than I've really liked to in my past, in my recent life. But I hate a lot of things. I honestly hate who I'm becoming. Or maybe this is just who I'm supposed to be. Of course, it's who I'm supposed to be, because if I wasn't supposed to be here, God wouldn't have me here. You know what I'm saying? I was about to say I'm going to make a different video about this, but I'm just going to say something real quick. You know how people be like, oh, God always talks about free will, but I already know what you're going to do, right? And people say, what's the point in believing in God and all these other things? But you know how I think of it? And they say it's not fair. Why do I have to do what you want me to do in order for me to get the good? Okay, say that is true. What is your purpose? Can you tell me what your purpose is? Are you actually having fun with your life? It's just like, why not give your life to Christ? What you got going on is, I know it's not no hot shit. You haven't even tried that shit before. So it's just like, why not? And see how it flips. Even if like people do, I don't know. let me think about this analogy because I've thought about this. Hold on. Okay, God has us here for a certain purpose, right? So if, say you don't believe in the Big Bang, or you don't believe in God, whatever you believe in, you don't have a purpose. So why not go figure out what God has? See about what he has for you, right? Because my thing is, why would, if this is my world, if the whole idea is quite literally, whether you believe it or not, people like to think just because you don't believe in something doesn't mean it just miraculously doesn't exist. You just don't believe in this shit, but it's still there. This is God's world. The whole point is this is I will say this is the devil's realm, but that's why we come here to work through, learn our lessons, and do our thing so we can get to the pearly gates and go get to our Father. But my thing is, if you don't want to do, and that's just for any relationship, if you don't want to do what I want you to do, if you don't want to be, it's hot, and when it's hot, flies. You know how it goes. And I'm on the top floor. Sue me. Move, bitch. Dumb bitch. If you don't want to do what is aligned and good for you, why should you reap the benefits of what I have for you? And that goes for like any relationship. If you are not doing what I want you to do, why would this be something that I compromise on? I don't know. It's hard for me to understand that. You want God to bless you, but you don't want to do what God expects of you. That doesn't make any sense to me. So it's just like, it's cool if you don't believe. Don't ask me why I do believe. Don't try and trick me out my position. Don't question me, and I won't push it onto you. But what are you talking about? You want God's goodness on his earth, on his good earth, within his purpose, but you don't want to do what you're supposed to do. Okay, you lazy as fuck. And a lot of people be like, oh, you shouldn't be judging. No, people said only God can judge. Meaning, I see it as, that's the only judgment you really should be worried about. But I can judge your motherfucking ass. It's through the brothers and sisters of Christ that they're gonna hold you accountable so you can get to the pearly gate. So there's that. But I mean, if you don't want to hear that shit, you don't have to receive it. I'm not begging you to, but don't beg me to believe in differently, because I'm having a great time here. But anyway, yeah, I'm just going through such a transition, but I have been like, I have to find a therapist. It's actually inevitable for me. I just don't really like who I'm becoming. And I don't know, maybe it's who I'm supposed to be. Well, like I was saying, obviously it's supposed to be, because that's where I am right now. But I'm just so tired of trying to hide where I am. I'm so tired. I'm so tired of trying to hide, like, that people got their one up, maybe. It's ego and pride. Yes. But maybe you did get your one up. But now I need mines. I truly do. That's where I am. Sometimes walking away for shit, that's just not becoming enough for me. I've really been needing that. I've really been wanting to turn back. I'm so worried because I heard my daddy was crazy. I heard that. And I told you I did choke my ex. I'll do that to anybody again. I'm not even gonna lie. So, well, I mean, if anybody is played with, I've been very cool, calm, and collected. I've been keeping it together. But maybe I am having a little episode, but I am gonna get a little therapy or something, because that's not fucking fair to me. And I'm finna start telling my story exactly how it is. It's not fair to me. It's not fair to the life that I'm building. I keep saying that, but it's just like, I don't know. I also think that my expectations of the healed version of me is just way too high for where I am in my life. Because I think the first is admitting where I am. And honestly, I'm pissed off. How about that? I'm pissed off. You wanted to break me. here you go. Now I'm about to show your motherfucking ass the result of that. And I hope you like it. I hope you like it. And I don't know. It just be like, to me, what my mother said on that phone, well, with the way that you left things, I don't really have anything for you. That's exactly what she said to me on that phone. And then I remember her saying things like, when I needed help with something or needed something, not saying my mother was, I don't know what I'm saying. But one thing she used to always say is, you got to get your own. One thing she used to always say is, you got to get your own. You got to get your own. But it was nothing for me to consider her or put my neck out for her. And honestly, I'm going to make a video about that. About how black parents really only have kids for a fucking helper. That's slave shit. It's slave shit all over again. It's literally slave shit all over again. Because, but it's just like, I don't mind giving you grace if you admit this shit. But it's like, you didn't take the time to vet. And it's like, it's so many layers of that. It's so many layers of that. Of being caught up, you know, not having the correct parents. Because my grandma wasn't worth a fuck either. So it was just like, it's like layers of a bunch of things. And I do understand that my verbiage is quite raw, but that's exactly what it's gonna be from now on. I don't have it in me to keep sugarcoating shit for people who didn't sugarcoat shit for me. How about that? I don't have any sympathy. I've been actually running out of sympathy. I've been running out of sympathy, baby. I've been really running out of sympathy. But yeah, that's just where I am right now. Levi fucked up. I'm about to put some cornrows in, because this shit is slanderous. Oh my gosh. And I just put this in this last weekend, but it's so hot. I'm gonna put some cornrows in. But this is the last video. I'm about to edit this and upload it tonight, because I need to put this out. I need to keep going. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like this is such a chore for me, right? This is what I want to do. And I see what God has done. It's amazing to me that I have people who ask about my personal life, ask about my hopes, dreams, and things. And these are all strangers that I've just met within this past year. It's so beautiful to me. But one thing I will say, I will get so much more real about the shit that my mom does, or like how I feel towards my mom, how I've been kind of feeling like towards, like, I don't know, my family, my brother and stuff. And like, I don't know, I keep saying like, I'm working on it. It's kind of ill, I'm not even gonna lie. Not toward my brother, but my feelings are hurt. Julian, Mocha, who else? Just a bunch of weirdos. Chris. It's just like a bunch of weirdos that I just encountered along my journey. Not saying that anybody owed me anything, but you just see there's not really that many good people out here. There's really not many that good people out here. People will take any moment that they see someone who's down and out to build themselves up. And it's just like, I've said this analogy before about how are you actually, in Jeepers Creepers and stuff, how are you actually gaining some type of level up by taking out someone who's already weak? You're taking out someone who's weak. How was that even a challenge? That was like a given, you know, the fawn response. I don't know what it's called, but you know, when fawns, when moms do that, it's like a little, they do it out of their nose, but they basically tell them to drop when there's danger, and the fawn falls flat to the ground so that they're like not recognizable or whatever. But I don't know. That's honestly what has been given. One thing I will say is I am in such guard. Sorry, I had a few blue lights. Forget y'all. Forget Canada. I mean, I'm not really saying that. I love you, Canada. I actually do. I need to visit Canada for real. Blue light? Do y'all have like a brewery up there? I need to be up there. I love I don't know how to say that. Labatt. What is the brand called? I don't know who they are, but I love them so much. I need to see if they got like a wine tasting or a beer tasting or something, because I need to be a part of that. But them beers, oh yeah, that's why the eyes are heavy. That's how I know I'm going through something, because I've been having my beers a lot more lately, just to ease it. And I hate that I'm there, but I'm just being real as fuck. They say don't compare yourself to Jesus, or they act like that's a sin. Jesus was actually the most upright man. We are supposed to be acting like him. So it's just like, if I need to put my life on the line or show people a little something different, I'll do exactly that. I don't give a fuck what they talking about. I will be on that damn stage. I will have my talk show. People think that when I say I'm gonna do something, it's a choice. No, I'm saying exactly what I'm gonna do. I will be on that damn billboard. I will be busting it down. I've already decided that on my show I will be having a live, no, I will be having a music part. That's what I said that I was gonna have. But then I need to figure out a way, maybe it'll be like, because I want one of those exit things where you go to the audience and listen to what the audience like to say. I grew up watching Jerry Springer. Jerry used to allow them people to roast them hoes. It used to be so funny. Oh, and Jerry Bees, don't forget about that too. That shit is so funny to me. Jerry Springer. Oh, I think he passed away. R.I.P. But yeah, my future endeavors, they are inevitable. But let me wrap up this video. This bitch is already 33 minutes. I look hot as fuck. Leave out, sweat it out. I'm finna put some cornrows in anyway. It don't matter. But please like, share, subscribe, and please understand I'm right back on that ass. Night.